Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is your boy EXF at EXFGaming, and today I want to discuss the legendary banner that just finished and its further implications. Now, first off, let's talk about the banner itself. Now, I dropped a video last week about how the banner isn't what people thought it was, and you don't really need to watch that video for now. It's kind of overdue for what it is, but basically, on that video, the plot of the video was that you should not use the orbs, the blue and red orbs, or you shouldn't summon on the blue and red orbs because it was just a waste of orbs based on the calculations that was presented. They weren't my calculations; other people actually did the calculations, but the calculations presented, it did not make it worth to summon on the reds and blue, based on the fact that the summon rates were actually higher. The summon rates were higher. But we found out that, well, I didn't really find out, but other people found that the rates for the red and blues did not actually change. So you should be summoning on the colorless and green because the rates for those actually did rise if you ever wanted to get a 5-star. And in that 5-star, it was, I'd say it was very polarizing video. It's kind of like a split between yes and no for a lot of you. Some people thought I was crazy, and others kind of, took it to consideration, and others actually did end up understanding my point of view, which is fine. Like, you don't really need to understand my point of view if you don't, want to. That's not really my job here. But what I found interesting is that again, it was polarizing. The banner itself was polarizing. The video that I made before was polarizing. The banner itself was polarizing. There were people like me, who pulled 9 5-stars out of 130 orbs. Definitely leave how many 5-stars you popped on this banner with how many orbs in the comment section below. I do want to know what you guys get, what you guys got with how many orbs you did. But like, others spent over 200 orbs and got Jack. And what I mean by Jack is literally nothing compared to what was expected. Like, I saw in some of the comments in my videos that some people dropped 200 orbs and only got like 2 or 3 5-stars, which is kind of like, I'd say probably on the more normal rate in terms of the pull. Now, I don't know, what orbs they were pulling on. They didn't really say, but still, like, you should be able to at least pull, 5 or 6 5-stars if you're using 200 orbs on a summoning banner that has 8%, if you know what I mean. So with that kind of takes me to my next talking point, which is kind of like the main point of this video, is the fact that the 8% banner has to come back, or is coming back. More so on the fact that it is coming back. I'm just making a hard prediction right now. I'm prognosticating that it is actually gonna come back. It's not going to be coming back soon, because that's just too easy, but I know it is going to return eventually. And I probably put, like, if you were to ask me, okay, EXA, when would it come, I probably drop it somewhere near the 1-year anniversary, so around February, or if not February, then I'd probably pull it near the spring or end of springtime, if it's ever going to drop. So now, why am I saying this? Because, the reason why I'm saying this is because of the people who got cheesed on this banner for the most part. Dropping 200 orbs and getting nothing, or comparatively nothing. Some just got discouraged by the fact that they couldn't really pull as many 5-stars as others did. Now, if you're a whale, obviously you probably drop like you probably pop like at least 20 or 25 5-stars on this banner easily with very limited orb usage. But for those people, free-to-play players, or dolphins such as myself, these kind of banners, like, it has to be worth it, you know what I mean, when you pull. And a lot of people did get discouraged by this. Like, they just obviously they got frustrated by the fact that they didn't pull their favorite units, or even the 5-star for that matter. But I mean, when I say a lot of people, I mean, like, enough people to raise a point. Like, there's enough people who failed on this banner for there to be a discussion, or worthwhile discussion. That's more or less why I'm making this video. And of course, another reason why the banner has to come back is, this is probably more the probable reason why the banner has to come back, is because of the seasonal or festival units. Now, if you're new to Fire Emblem Heroes, they are there are exclusive units that are released during seasonal holiday seasons, such as spring units or Halloween units, or even the CYL Choose Your Legends units. And I believe that the next seasonal unit should be the Christmas units that should be coming out, you know, December-ish. I'm sure they're gonna pop a video on the Nintendo site, the Nintendo YouTube channel, pretty soon, probably after the Child's banner. Anyways, what I'm getting at is that the game itself has to give players an equal opportunity to completely cover the roster for the game. Especially for newer players, they need to have the opportunity to actually pull those units. They don't necessarily have to have all the units, but they need to be able to say that I missed that chance to actually get something because, you know, I didn't have enough orbs, or I didn't save enough orbs, you know, XYZ, whatever. We see that we don't have, you know, the revival of Xander from Ground Hero Battle. Such an example. In Ground Hero Battle, we don't have Xander. We haven't seen Xander since launch, pretty much, more or less because of the disencounter thing. That's probably the reason why. And he's also a horse unit. That's also another reason why. I'm sure they're trying to, you know, keep him in the back as much as possible. I don't know when he'll come back, but he has to come back because, again, you need to have an opportunity to pull or to obtain every single unit in the game. So, you know, that also includes Tempest Shroud units, right? Like, for Tempest Shroud units, you need to have the opportunity to get those units again. And we know that we had the Mass Marth Tempest Shroud did come back. So I'm guessing the rest of the Tempest Shroud units will either be pulled onto a banner, or they will revive in another Tempest Shroud. I'm more so leaning towards a banner, like the 8% banner kind of deal, like, you know, just pull all Tempest Shroud units onto a banner and then just go kind of deal. But that's all I have for you today, I believe. I think all my talking points are done. Let me know in the comments if you agree with what I've said or not. If you disagree, definitely leave your thoughts in the comment section below why you don't like it. I really like reading your discussion points when I make these kind of borderline controversial videos. I know in my last one it was very polarizing. I think I kind of liked the end result of the fact that it was kind of polarizing. Not that I want to make it polarizing, but it just kind of became polarizing. So some of you liked it, some of you didn't like it, but that's, you know, perfectly fine. I became, you know, I just like making videos such as that, where discussions actually happen. But anyways, that's all I have for you today. Thank you for watching the video. Hit the like button if you liked it, subscribe and comment, and I'll see you all in my next installment.